Is it a disgrace that DC are still releasing Ezra Miller's The Flash? Or is it a stroke of genius? Welcome to BMT Media. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Sean, here with Selena.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about the state of the DC universe.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. They just canceled the Batgirl movie, which I think we agree. If the movie was bad, we understand it.
Yeah.
But we also have the Ezra Miller situation going on right now. So Ezra Miller's been accused of a lot of things. You know, they're online. Allegedly, he's running from the law. He's running from the police. They're looking for him, or they have been looking for him. And yet, his movie's still going to be released in theaters next year. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's not that I don't know. I just think it's dumb, in my opinion. I don't know. I just feel, as a woman like myself, and hearing what he's done to other women or girls, just because of everything that he has been doing, and I wouldn't want to go, or I don't want to go watch that film just because of him. I would love to go watch it, but if he's in it, I don't think I'm not gonna give them my money because he's still in it. That's how I feel. I don't know. I get it. It's big superhero DC movie, and I'm sure fans obviously still want to see the movie because it's The Flash. But I don't want to go see it because of him.
Well, we're gonna have to see it because we have to review it.
But I don't want to go see it because of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very controversial, like you said. And
yeah, and I get that. Here's the thing, though. So some people are saying that it's okay that The Flash is still going to come out because the movie cost around $200 million, whereas the Batgirl project was not as expensive. So, do you think, let's say the Batgirl movie was around 100 million, 60 million to 100 million. Do you think it's still something that they should release? Because I can give you my opinion on that, but I want to know, you know what? Think about that. And let me give you my opinion. So, in the conference call, they said that they're not going to release a movie just for a quarter or to meet a quarter, which means to meet their financial goals in that quarter. But they are still releasing this Ezra Miller movie. Now, unfortunately, that to me is a little bit hypocritical because it tells me it doesn't matter what you do or how bad it is. If you make a movie and it's good enough, we're still going to release it. It kind of reminds me of the whole Will Smith situation where, a large group of people already know who's going to win, the Oscar. Presumably the people who make the envelope. And he goes up there, we know what happens. He slaps Chris Rock. He's a heavy favorite to win the award. And even after committing battery and assaulting Chris Rock on stage, he still gets the award at the end of the night. So this is once again, to me, Hollywood saying, as long as you make a good movie, as long as you do something that can make us money, we're still going to present the projects. We're still going to put it in theaters. We're still going to give you the award. Later on, we'll give you, a slap on the wrist.
We're still going to pay you.
Yeah, later on, we'll punish you. But in the meantime, we need to get our money back. And what do you think about that?
Now, my question is, did they already pay him for The Flash? Or is it something they still have to pay him for?
I don't know.
I guess in that sense, if they already paid him and they feel like we need to get our money's worth, I get that part. But I still, like I said, I still don't agree with it. And I don't want to watch it because he's in it.
Well,
So,
see, here's the thing. So he's talking about the brand of DC,
hmm
and he's talking about wanting to set, wanting the brand to look good, and this is why they canceled this Batgirl movie. I don't understand how you can say you want a brand to look good and still release a movie starring somebody with so many issues as Ezra Miller. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah. And I think the simple answer is he's a white man. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
I mean, maybe. Do you think if he was a different race, that maybe they would cancel the movie
Oh,
completely?
I feel they would have done it a long time ago because he has been doing this for a while now. I don't think it's something that he recently began doing. He's been doing it for a long time, and they're still allowing him to be part of DC. So yeah, if he wasn't a white man, I think he would have been let go a long time ago.
There's certain signs and things that we saw leading up to this. Um, Before they filmed the Flash movie, one of the biggest things was I think they went through like 3 or 4 different directors, maybe even 5
Oh yeah,
directors.
I remember.
And directors would come in and they would just fall right out. And at some point, even Ezra Miller said he would rather write the movie himself. So I think there was a lot of signs already from the get go before they even started filming this
Mhm.
that he was going to be an issue. Now, unfortunately, the Discovery Plus people weren't in charge yet at the time. I think if they were, then they would have probably switched them out.
Yeah.
But fast forward to now and the problems that we're looking at now. And I just think if you really care about the brand, the right thing to do would be to take a loss on this movie and just recast him and reshoot it if you really want the
Yeah.
movie. Just completely get rid of him. I think there's so many good actors out there
Yeah, so many more.
who deserve this shot and deserve this role. The Flash on the CW, Grant Gustin, I think his name is.
I don't think I watched that one, but
I think he's a good kid. He stayed clean. You don't hear his name, and he's been doing it for years. You don't hear anything bad about him, and I just think, you know what? He's already
he's already the
in.
Flash.
Yeah, he's already the Flash. Just kind of move him over, and I don't think it's too hard. In comic books, you can find so many different ways. You can find so many different ways to move on a character and to
hmm
bring in a new character and to have a different character playing that mantle. Uh, we see in the Marvel universe right now the new Captain America. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Spider Man
I
is
would say
another one.
Spider-Man's all the different Spider-Mans.
Yeah, we've seen all these different iterations of Spider Man. We see in the Miles Morales Spider Man, for
hmm
example, and um, Anthony Mackie is now playing Captain America. He is my Captain America, and I love watching him.
hmm
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was one of my favorite Marvel shows, and I'm looking forward to his new movie.
hmm Same.
So, what would you think about that? Would you, being the CEO, take a 2 to 400 million dollar loss in order to reshoot this movie with somebody else in the lead, or would you release it and then replace Ezra Miller afterwards and move forward from there?
If I was the CEO,
Yeah.
if I was the CEO, I would fire Ezra Miller and just recast everything.
And you take the $400 million loss.
Yeah, I think maybe me, I just look at it more as like the morals of the situation.
You think the morals are more important?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to put something out that goes against what I believe, but that's just how I feel. But I know people are usually, big CEOs put the money first. No, that's a bad thing to say or a controversial thing to say.
With somebody like Jason Momoa, in my opinion, with Henry Cavill, with Gal Gadot, or Gal Gal Gadot, you have enough people, I think, front and center to move this universe forward without needing Ezra Miller.
I agree. 100%.
And even if you have somebody with like Michael Keaton
Mhm.
coming in and, you know, being a character in that movie, because the movie's called Flashpoint. I believe the movie's supposed to be about Flashpoint.
Mhm.
And this is a storyline basically that the Flash goes back in time, or he travels through time to kind of change the world around him. And
Mhm.
it's a storyline that the DC Comics used to reboot their universe in the comic book world.
Okay.
So that's why they're using it here, because they want to use it to reboot the DC universe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so once again, the movie I think is important. The concept is extremely important, and it's exactly what they need. Unfortunately, the main character, the main protagonist, the hero of the movie
Mhm.
is somebody who right now is going through a lot. And unfortunately, you know, in the public eye, it's hard to see him as a hero.
I agree. Like now that I, understand the concept and the reason why it's important, okay, I get maybe why they want to bring this movie out, but like I said, I think I would still recast regardless. I don't see a reason to having this movie come out with Miller's name on it. With Ezra Miller's name on it.
Yeah, and you know what? Companies, you know, look at Netflix. Netflix lost billions of dollars.
Mhm.
Companies lose lots of money all the time
Yeah,
for one mistake, two mistakes. I think releasing this movie with Ezra Miller right now is a mistake.
I agree.
And I think taking a loss on it is a small price to pay to build a better future for the brand, for DC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if they do want to restructure.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really dumb to not, or it's really dumb to keep Ezra Miller as
Yeah.
a cast member in the DC world.
Okay. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think. If you guys agree with us, disagree with us. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. We hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye. Blessings to all. And once again, thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Bye.